everybody? Welcome to another episode of the On The Go podcast where we talk to everyday people about everyday life. OTG gang, you already know what's up. We're here. We're gonna call another guest, get today started, get this episode started. So let's go ahead and give them a call. Let's see if they pick up on the first time. If they don't pick up on the first time, let's take a look. Let's see. Hopefully they do pick up. I think they will.
What's up, brother?
Hey, what up, bro? I'm outside, my friend.
Okay, give me a minute. I'll be right up.
All right, bet. Uh-huh. What up, brother? How you doing, bro?
Good, bro.
Good.
No, yeah, get in.
He's on the call right now with his wife. So I think his wife for a business call. My guy be grinding. Come on. Oh. What's up, broski?
Recording?
Yeah, we already started, bro.
Oh, man, I feel messed up.
No, don't mess up, bro. This is all cool. Go ahead and mic yourself up, broski.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, go ahead, broski. It's already connected to... No, put it either put it on your chain or put it somewhere like here on the side just so that... I don't know if your beard will touch it. So clip it here. Or you can hold it if you want. You can clip it there.
Right here?
Yeah, you can clip it right here.
Oh.
Oh, right there. There you go. Clip right there.
Yeah,
bro.
this feels legit.
Yeah, legit, right? I just don't know. Move it a little bit more because your
You
beard.
do it for me, bro.
Because your beard be bearding, bro.
You do it for me.
I'm not as you can see, I've been growing this out since 1993. And this is the farthest I've gotten. What's up, bro?
Is dope.
It's dope, right? It's
like
cool.
it.
You like it? I'm happy that you do.
Cool,
Yeah,
bro.
this is a gift, bro. We ain't no Mickey Mouse over here. No Mickey Mouse over here.
What we're doing?
Guys, my guest today is the one and only, the GOAT himself, Chris Romero, guys. So, bro, just to kind of give you a little bit of a background of what the podcast is about, it's called On The Go, where we talk to, it's on the go, as you can see, we're filming in the car. We're talking to everyday people about everyday life. We do have 4 fundamental pillars or topics that I do kind of get into with every guest, and then we just kind of let the conversation go where it may.
Cool,
one of them
bro.
is our lifestyle, like the lifestyle that we live, how life is going. 2 is the family we were born into and the family we've created. You know, if you're married, you have kids, or you still live with mom and dad, whatever the case may be. 3 is the career you've chosen. Do you have many avenues, different sources of income? Well, how did you get to where you're doing, and do you love what you're doing, so on and so forth. And then ultimately, lastly, probably the most important one, our belief system. Do we believe in God? Do we not believe in God? What is it that we believe in? Do we Christian how other people Christian? And we just kind of get into a little double dive on that. So we're just kind of go ahead and kind of just dive into that.
Let's do it.
But just like any good conversation, this is never done without either food or some type of bev.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
So where you trying to go, bro? It's guest
lunch.
choice. It's guest choice.
Oh,
You
no,
decided
bro.
where you want to go, bro.
You
And
put
if-
me on the spot
Is it-
now.
hold on. There,
Oh!
there we go.
Did I put my seatbelt?
Yeah.
Are they going to judge me?
No.
Let me put my seatbelt on.
No, bro. Honestly, it's guest choice. Every guest that's been on the pod so far has decided where they wanted to go. If they wanted to get Dunkin', we got Dunkin'. If they wanted to get sushi, they got sushi. If they wanted to get whatever, we're gonna get it, bro. So
bro.
you let me know what you want to eat.
Let's go get sushi.
Sushi?
Yeah.
All right. Do you know a sushi spot around here? I don't come all the way over
Well,
here.
we're not gonna go to a sushi spot. They're probably gonna judge me, but because you know what is about to be open here, Sushi Saki, but it's not open yet.
Sushi
It's
sake
not
is
open
so
yet.
good,
I
bro.
know. It's not
Their
open
rice
yet.
goes stupid,
I
by the way.
know.
Oh my god, that's why I have
So,
type 2. So
We're gonna have to deal with Publix. Have you ever had sushi from Publix?
I love sushi,
Oh,
public
let's do
sushi.
it.
All
Let's do
right,
it.
so
We're
you
gonna
know how to
go
get to the
Publix.
Publix?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Let's go.
Alrighty, so we're pulling out. All right, dude. So while we're on the way on the search for public sushi, which by the way, guys, if you guys have never had public sushi, please don't roast it. It's really
feel
good
like it's
sushi.
clean.
I like it.
It's clean.
I
It's
like
fresh.
it. It's fresh. It's clean. They make it in house. Like I see them cut the fish. Like it's good, bro. It's
Yeah.
good. It's Publix,
I
bro.
haven't had a bad experience.
It's Publix, bro. It's Publix. What
So
the heck?
down.
Shopping is a pleasure.
The
Shout out to Publix.
best. Yeah, sponsored. This is sponsored by Publix. The best sushi I ever had though in my life though was in Brazil.
Yeah?
That was the best.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I go to Japan.
Oh,
I'm
then
sure-
yeah.
I'm sure
There's
it'll
no
be the best.
comparison, bro.
But,
Obviously.
Man, ever
But
since
I
I
can
went to
only
Brazil,
imagine.
Bro, nothing like it.
Jesus,
Nothing
that kind of ruined
It
sushi
was
for you,
so
didn't
fire.
it?
Like in the whole boat, like they showed a whole boat, and it was like a whole. It was crazy.
It was just
wild. It was a
crazy.
whole experience.
Oh man, dude. And I think with sushi, it is an experience because it's not so much about how good it tastes,
Presentation.
but presentation is
Yeah.
everything, dude. Because the way they make it look seems super dope. So let's get started. How's life going for you, bro? How's How's life been? Has life been lifing? How is
It's
Chris Romero now in 2024 compared to other Chris Romeros in past years?
Oh, bro, it's different. I mean, we know each other forever,
Years,
like
bro. Years,
our
years,
whole
years.
lives growing up.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, you knew me from at church. I worked at church, for about 6 7 years. I was a graphic designer there.
We're
And
doing the left. We're going right.
we're gonna go right.
We're
We're
going.
gonna go
Okay,
right
okay,
right
okay.
here. And you can go down to Sunrise Boulevard and then turn right. It's right there.
Perfect.
And yeah, I enjoyed it. I loved it. I did, ministry work. I was with my wife, with my friends. It was good. But in the beginning of this year,
Yeah.
I wanted to make a change, bro. I wanted to make a change, and really in those years leading up to this year,
Yeah.
I started businesses.
Okay.
I have my own branding design business. I'm a realtor now. I'm a real estate.
Some
So
houses out here.
this year I just started like getting into everything, and I'm like, you
Pop
know
right
what?
here?
Nope, keep going
No,
straight.
keep going straight? All right, man.
And really, I started this year saying, you know what? I got to get away from the 9 to 5. I got to get away from the comfort,
Yeah.
and I got to get into a new business, or in a new state of where I'm at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So this year, bro, I'm solo dolo right now. Like I'm obviously have my brokerage. I'm working with them in real estate, learning, building.
Gotcha.
And I'm working on my design business, man. I've worked with a lot of artists. I've worked with a lot of churches, conferences, things like that. And honestly, I'm just building. I've been building with a lot of brands. And,
Dang.
bro, see what the Lord has for me,
Let's go. So far, so good. Life has been going pretty well for you, man.
It's been going good.
It's going
yeah,
pretty good.
You
So
know, God's good, and I'm still here. We're still enjoying it. I'm growing, and it's possible. So it's been good.
Okay. Good. So I'm happy to hear that life is going well, bro. Because I know that sometimes life can be. Obviously life is it's like a roller coaster, man. We never really know what to expect. Life can always have its ups and downs, and when we're down, we're down, and when we're up, and when we're neutral, we're neutral, because that tends to happen. But thankfully we have the Lord, and with that,
Yeah.
Bro, life is.
No, for sure. There's a meme I saw that was like, when I saw it, I was like, dang, I felt this way. Because in the beginning of the year, I was like, all right, let's start this journey.
Let's
and
go.
Then I'm like, this is not what I expected it to be. And I'm like, I saw this meme, and it said, it was you when you're in real estate too. If you're in real estate or freelance and design, whatever, they say one day you feel like you're unemployed, and then the next day you feel like you're working like 10 jobs. And I'm like, bro,
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Exactly what I feel
Bro,
sometimes.
that's insane. And obviously, guys, you guys know I have my 9 to 5, but I also have a business on the side. But I'm not gonna lie to you, being a business owner and starting off, it's a very scary venture.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, bro, you're literally tapping into the unknown. You went from having a 9 to 5 to a consistent paycheck where you're able to organize everything and organize your life according to your pay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went from that to saying, bro, if I don't go out there and find work.
What am I gonna pay? Yeah, how am I gonna pay for stuff? My mortgage.
Your mortgage, foreclosure,
my kids' school,
crazy. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So like,
if I don't do it, we don't get paid.
We don't get paid. So it's a big leap of faith. It's a big risk, but the reward risk factor is huge.
Absolutely.
Because first of all, the benefits of just being alone, not having a boss, and you being the boss and you working when you want, gives you that freedom, the ability to be present and everything that you want to do. And then on top of that, you dictate how much money you make. You can dictate how much job you can take. You can tell, like, you know what, I'm not working these 2 weeks because of whatever X reason. So, and I think that opens up a lot more opportunities for you to be able to have more of a free time in life, because obviously, with family, wife, kids, being present and being available, it's super important. So I guess life is going well because now you've kind of taken that route to say, you know what, I'm gonna be my own boss, and I'm breaking away from the 9 to 5. Not saying there's anything wrong with 9 to 5s.
No,
you
no,
like your 9 to 5,
absolutely
you love your 9 to 5.
Yo,
shout out
your
9 to 5s, bro.
Yeah, your hustle is your hustle. Like that, you gotta do. But of course, your hustle shouldn't be your.
Here, I'll pop right.
You're gonna turn right at this light,
Gotcha.
and then you can see the Publix on the right.
Perfect.
Your hustle shouldn't be the determining factor of like how much time you have.
Yeah.
How much time you're gonna have with your family, things
Facts.
like that. Because some people say, oh yeah, I'm comfortable with the 40 or 45 hours a week. Okay, great. Like, just make sure you balance. You got your family, stuff like that. But then some people say, well, I need to make ends meet. I need to work this. I need 2 jobs, which I've done that too.
Yeah, same here, guys.
And then I don't see my family, and then I don't have time for myself, or I don't have time to be with my wife. And bro, there was points where last year, it was actually last couple of years, where I had 2 jobs, and I would come home after my kids fell asleep.
Oh
I'm like,
man, that's the
yeah,
worst,
and I
bro.
don't
Because
like
you don't see them the next day because you leave it before they even wake up. You're already out the
Yeah.
door, and then you never see
You
your
know,
kids.
as
Oh, dude, I would hate that.
as a father, bro, I've always told myself, I'm gonna try to be the best dad I could be,
Yeah.
all that.
Here?
But yeah, right here. But the
Perfect.
most important thing I want to be is a present dad, and I have to
Yeah.
be available. I gotta read the bedtime stories. I gotta wake up in the middle of the night, even though those things are frustrating. But I gotta do it. Right now, my kids are into sports, so we're outside. I live in a golf course, so like we're outside. Now we're all learning golf. Now we're all learning how to golf.
Little Tiger Woods everywhere.
We're
Let's
all
go.
learning to golf, and it's just it's just those things, and that's what motivates me, and that's what I needed to do, and that's what God calls us to be. God doesn't call us to be people that are tied down into what we're doing, but to have time, have the generational wealth, have the money, have the ability to do charities, be with your family, all that stuff, and I just believe in that.
No, dude, and I 100% agree. Don't get me wrong, I love my 9 to 5, and my wife does a 9 to 5 too. But I guess we kind of like that. But even then, I've always been the type to have some type of a side hustle. Yeah. I've had, I think, like probably maybe 2-3 jobs at one single time, and it's true. But this was during my single season, so I really didn't have anyone to account for.
Yeah.
Like I saw I saw my mom, my sister all the time. But this was when I was grinding. But now that I'm getting older in age, I just turned 31 Sunday. And now that I'm getting older in age and I'm getting to that point in my life where now I'm already married, eventually I'll have kids, I'm starting to think, man, I got to eventually give myself some type of financial freedom where I'm able to have, not even just to have money, but to have the ability to be able to do what I need to do and not let my lifestyle with my family take a hinder because of it. You get me? Where I'm less present or I have to work more in order to be able to provide, where I'm able to have a good lump sum of income coming in, where I'm like, guys, you know what? Regardless if I do or don't go to work, our life stays the same. Don't you worry about it. So, and I think that has to do a lot with life, bro, because like you said, when we have the 9 to 5 going, we are kind of slave to 40 hours a week, and then it is crazy that you get to see your coworkers more than sometimes your own family. Like, don't get me wrong, in this case, your situation,
you build relationships and connect. You gotta do it. You gotta do whatever you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, bro. But I think it's cool to reach that financial freedom where now you're able to kind of dictate what you want to do with your time, because money comes and goes, but the time you waste, you never get back.
Yeah, there we go.
You get me? All right, guys.
Are we taking this camera with us?
No, we're gonna.
Oh, we're just gonna show it back up.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna go get some sushi, and then we'll continue this conversation from there.
I like this, bro. This is cool.
All right, guys, we are back. We're back with the public sushi. You already know. Fire, guys. Yeah. This is a good stuff right there. I ended up getting the spicy salmon roll. What'd you get?
I got the spicy grilled salmon roll.
My guy's watching is what he eating. And then we also ended up getting this clearly Canadian sparkling water. Shout out to Canada.
0 sugar.
Let's go, Drake.
Bold taste. No, shout out.
Oh, no, shout out Drake. Sorry. Kendrick. My bad. My bad. Billy Bobby Brown. Going crazy. Oh, my God. Thank you, Lord, for this food.
Thank you, Lord.
Amen. So, yeah.
I'm going.
Go ahead, bro. What the heck? Dig in, bro. So, life is lifing, and it's going pretty well for you right now.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
It's going well.
Obviously, I know it has its surprises, but no complaints so far, huh?
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, like you said, like there's ups and downs. There's busy days. There's non-busy days. Mm-hmm. Days where you feel like you're doing your best, and there's days where you feel like
you're doing
like, man, did I do my best? And I'll be honest, today was one of those days for me.
Yeah.
It was like a day that I went from really, really, really busy to like kind of like slowing down and like figuring out like, okay, what's my next step? And you get in your mind a lot, and you kind of have to like, relax, give it to God, and like, all right, let's. Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. What the freak?
But yeah, it's one of those things you just gotta regroup.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, and I think it's super important, bro, because I know that they say girls have it hard and stuff like that, but bro, men have it pretty difficult. We don't just have to take care of ourselves. We have to carry our whole family on our back. God forbid there's a fire at the house. Your wife is not gonna look at you. She's not gonna look at you. She's gonna look right at you. What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do to save us right now? Put out the fire, carry us.
It was like
it's one or the other, bro.
That happened to me one time.
Yeah?
It wasn't fire, but it was so for some reason at night, like usually routine, like I'll lower down the AC. Lower down the AC, just get ready to go to bed. And thank God my kids weren't in the house at the time. They were with their grandparents, but I turn on the AC, and all of a sudden I hear like like a mechanical something going crazy, and all of a sudden smoke started coming out my vents. I started smelling burning,
God.
and Cheryl's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "I don't know." So I ran to like the breaker to shut off the breaker because I had like the smart thermostat, and I'm trying to turn it off and I can't because I don't know what I was doing. So I had to run to the breaker, and point is, when I finally got to like the AC guy came to repair it, bro, like he said, "Thank God y'all were here, because if you weren't, like, you could have caused a fire in the house." Like, it was wild, bro. It was
my
wild.
God,
Wild,
what the heck?
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
We got to rub, bro. We got to figure out what's going on. When I got married, I became a handyman.
Yeah, bro, you have to. It's like a requirement now, bro.
Like,
because things be mad expensive, bro.
Ceiling fans, repairing whatever,
Yeah.
fixing this thing.
I know how to install caulk and everything, bro. Crazy.
And then my wife looks at me like, "Do you know how to fix that?" And I'm like, "I'm gonna have to figure it out."
YouTube, where you at real quick?
Oh man, YouTube.
YouTube was so helpful, bro. The best thing ever.
No, it's been well, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm happy to hear that life is going good, bro, and that you're on this new adventure, new journey, bro. And I already know it's gonna go well for you, bro. So I have no doubt in that. But now, leading into kind of the next segment a little bit, family, bro. So 2 things. One, how did you meet your wife? Oh, well, a couple of questions, but how did you meet your wife? How did you meet Cheryl? How did you find the love of your life, bro?
Well, me and Cheryl went to the same church, obviously. So we went to the same church for a while. We didn't know, obviously we weren't interested in each other. And when we started like getting older, and Alex was the one who was interested in her sister at the time. So he's like, "I'm interested in this girl," and then he told me, "But she has a little sister that I need you like to like distract her."
Quick, bro.
Yeah, distract her. And I'm like, "I don't really want to do this." So like, I don't want to do this. And he's like, "I need you, please,
bro. Come on."
So, okay, whatever.
W mans, bro. W mans.
And that it started like that. And I tell the story the same way. She liked me. I didn't like her. I'm like, no, like she liked me, like she had a crush on me, like she'll talk to me, she got my number, like all that stuff, and I'm like, so she was pursuing me, and that was new to me, because I'm like,
Isn't it
okay,
the other way around?
like, yeah, I was like, I mean, I guess, but like I wasn't interested in you or anything like that, and so one thing led to another, and we started hanging out more, obviously, because Alex started getting closer to her and to her sister, and then she told me like she liked me, and I'm just like, I don't know. And me being a little charlatan, I was talking to other girls. And I'm like, nah, I'm not really trying to do that. But they were not like church girls, so she's like, so I always tell people, she always tells this, like this is when Facebook was popping. So, like,
man, my Facebook days are crazy, bro.
Facebook used to have all your arguments
Oh,
on Facebook.
man,
like, so she posted, "On to the next one." He's like, "On to the next one, I guess." And then I saw that, and I'm like, "Wait, are you talking about me?" No.
No, run the back. What do you mean?
Run that back. Hold on. So that's how it happened, bro. And then I started just hanging out with her more, and then I got to really know her, and
now look at you now, bro.
she started doing her hair, and then she started dressing up, and I'm like, she's beautiful, bro. Like,
all right, let's do this, yeah.
And I'm like, so I told Alex, I'm like, hey,
W man.
I think I like your girl's sister. And he's like, no, I don't want this. But it happened, bro. And she was 16, turning 17, and we were young, bro. We were trying to talk to her moms. I'm like, I want to wait till she's 18 years old, like until we date. Because in church around that time, they're like, nah, wait till you're 18 to date, which I feel like everyone should have that. You're just wilding out here now.
Wilding out there, 15 kids. You're crazy.
Wilding, but we did that. I talked to her. I was talking to her, like preparing to date for like 2 years.
Damn, you put it in the work, boy.
Bro, what?
Put it in the work.
She turned 18. I'm like,
let's
you're
go,
my girlfriend.
Let's go.
And then that's it.
That's it.
That was my only
Said and
girlfriend.
done.
My only girlfriend.
Your only girlfriend. Real girlfriend.
Only real girlfriend.
Because man, love, a lot of guys can talk to a lot of girls, but there's only one girlfriend ever.
10 out of 10, by the way.
10 out of 10? 10 out of 10,
10,
guys.
bro.
I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on public sushi.
No.
Fire. Tell me what you, bro. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Clearly Canadian.
Which one? What flavor did you
Mine
get?
was Forest
I
Blackberry.
got citrus melody. Let's see what's up.
Tell me what you think of that, bro. It's pretty good, bro.
It's low key tastes like Sprite.
I know, bro, low key, but it literally has zero sugar.
Zero sugar, sparkling water, bro.
Yeah, bro, 0 calories, 0 everything, bro.
Shout out Canada.
Yo, shout out British Columbia, bro.
It's dope. I like it.
So okay, so that's how you met your wife. Now, in regards to your wife, obviously you guys are married now. You guys have a family. So, my question to you is, how does that translate from the family you were born into to now the family that you created? How did that transition look from, because one, you were a part of a family that you had no choice to choose into, because your mom and dad met, then you were born. Mm-hmm. But how did that concept of your family nucleus and how you grew up and stuff like that with your parents translate into you becoming a husband and now creating a family of your own?
Yeah, well, definitely one thing that helped us, like, which I feel like every relationship should have, is like God was the center of our relationship. Mm-hmm. We were both very, we were churchgoers. We were kids that, were in church, and we gave our lives to Christ at a very young age. And if I get a phone call, do I pick it up?
You can pick up.
If it's business, but you got to cut this out, though.
Yeah, go. Pick it up.
I got to pick up a phone call. Phone call's over. So,
business call's over, guys.
Phone call's over. That was very important. So we were already there, and we spoke a lot about our future. Like, we want to know, like, okay, how long do you want to wait till you have kids? Like, what is your dreams? What is all this stuff? And we went to Dallas. We moved to Dallas. We lived there for a year. So one thing was for sure, we didn't want to have kids when she was doing her schooling. Mm-hmm. Then I started going in there to Bible school and CFNI in Dallas. So we lived in Dallas for a year. And then when that season was over and the Lord was bringing us back, because that's when the Lord brought us back to work for church, and that's where Bishop offered us positions to work there. That's where we're like, all right, we can start building our family. And God was great, bro. God was great and blessed us with our first kid about 3 years into our marriage. Like, we didn't wait that long. I really want to be a dad already. I didn't feel like I was ready or not, but I was like, hey, like, I think we do it,
No, I feel you, bro. I'm trying to be a dad, bro. I've been trying to be a dad since I got married, bro. My wife just don't let me just because we need a house. Once I buy my home,
that's important.
That's I was like, you know what? But once I buy my house, bro. My wife was getting pregnant fast.
We were living alone already, and we're like, we're not with the parents, we're not with this, we're not moving around, because we were moving around in the beginning.
And that's already
2 years of our marriage.
Imagine, with kids, that's even crazy, bro. Because kids need
I didn't want to do that.
Kids need a foundation. They need consistency. You can't be going back and forth because they don't know what's going on.
So we had our place, and we had our daughter, bro, Leah Grace. She was a blessing to us, and she's amazing. So we had our first, and then I didn't want to wait too long to have my next. So I wanted at least good 3 years apart. Like, all right, great. We were that type of couple who were like, well, we want like 10 kids.
Yeah.
And then after one, I was like, all right, I'll do like 5 maybe. And now that I have 2, which we were blessed with a second child, my baby boy, my heir to my throne.
Yeah.
Joel Judah. I'm like, I don't want any more kids. Because I'm like, all right, these kids are wilding, bro. Like,
it's a lot, right?
Yeah, but they're awesome, dude. They're literally a perfect duo. My son is a savage, and he's also extremely calm.
Let's go.
Kind of like me.
Yeah.
But he also has a lot of his mom also, Charlene.
Yeah.
And then Leah's like the tender, adventurous. Like, she'll climb a tree. Like, oh, let's go. She'll like flying it. Let's go to Colombia. Let's go somewhere else.
She's always about it.
She's always, what are we going today? Like, it's Monday. We're going to sleep. Like, no, we got to go somewhere.
We got to go do something. Oh, man.
And that's not me. And I'm like, that's not Cheryl. I'm like, where did you get that from?
Where'd you get that from?
That's from like my mom. That's from.
Oh my God.
That's from, I don't know where it's from. But point is, they're a perfect duo, and we want more kids, and I want to eventually adopt. But we're good where we're at. We're good where we're at. It's awesome. So I have 2 kids, 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and it's awesome. Bro.
And and obviously I know that with what I find interesting is that when you have kids, even though they came from mom and dad, and obviously you created them together, you have to deal with them very differently, right?
Like the way, like, are each roles?
Each, like,
oh yeah,
yeah, like the way let's say you talk to Leah to make her understand something is not the same when you talk to Joel to make him understand something.
No,
very different,
it's
right?
Very different. I mean, obviously too is because the age difference. So like,
yeah.
He just turned 3 and she's 6, about to be 7.
Jesus, 6.
Yeah,
dude.
bro. So,
I feel like she was just born yesterday.
Yeah, dude. Believe me. Don't tell me I'll start crying. But
I also heard
that
when guys have kids, they just cry about everything.
Yeah, I know. I get emotional about everything, bro. I get hot. I'll be tough, and then the closed doors, I'm like, oh my god. But no, I definitely do it differently. Leah is very shy. She's very sensitive.
Yeah.
So I can get strong with her, but I gotta be careful with that level because then I don't want to hurt her in any way.
Yeah.
Like
you don't have to hurt her to discipline her.
Yeah,
you just have to make her understand that whatever she can do.
It's different, It's different,
And what about with Joel though?
Oh no, Joel, I feel like I have to suplex. I gotta suplex him into a table to listen, bro. Like he's different. To him, I'll be like, like, but then he screams right back at me. So it's like he's different, bro. I had a complete different experience of what's happening right now. He is so. They're both independent. Like they're
really
both
independent.
Yeah, they're both independent. Like. They'll go color, they'll go play with their toys, they'll go do this, or they'll include me like, have this, but they're like, I don't really need you, like, they're like that.
I love y'all.
Yeah, I love y'all.
Go give my space. So give my space.
Exactly. So he's like that.
But doesn't that make it better when kids are a little bit more independent? Because the last thing you want is for them to be glued to the hip throughout the whole thing, right?
But that's different though.
Okay.
Glued to the hip and like
you can't get work done because they're crying. You put them down.
That's different.
Thing,
no,
right?
they're like that. They want to be with daddy. They want to be with mommy. Like they have those moments. Like every kid's the same with that. But the difference within is like Leah always loved to cuddle. Like she was a cuddler. She will hold my face when we were sleeping. Like she would want me to rock her to bed. Joel, don't touch me. Don't be near me. I'm going to sleep by myself.
Don't talk to me. Leave me alone.
So he's like that, and I'm like, I want to hold you. And he's like, no,
Dad, leave me alone.
But no, he's starting to soften up. I don't know, like it was just weird. Like it's definitely two different worlds, but I love it. I'm enjoying it.
Were you scared when you first became a dad?
Oh, absolutely. Being a dad first was scary. Being a dad to a girl was even.
Talk to me about that. How okay, so when you already had Leah.
Yeah.
Right? And that was your first daddy. That was your first role of being a dad.
Yeah, being a dad.
But
Daddy's girl.
But would you say that it's difficult when it's your firstborn is a girl and you're coming from the dad side that it's a little bit.
No, it's the best.
Yeah?
It's the best. Like I'm gonna say what it is. Girls are the best. Like they are the best in their way. Like
in their way, yeah.
As daddy's girl, the princess.
So she's really close to you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's close to both of us, but like there's something with both of them. With the dad is different, especially with a girl to the dad.
Yeah.
But then Joel is also different because then it's me and him. We're like the boys. Like, all right, we're gonna watch football. We're gonna go golf. Yeah, I'm gonna dap him up when he wakes up. Like, we're good. Let's start the day. And we're all just walking. We both have our hands in our pockets.
Like, chilling.
We're just chilling. But then I took off this thing.
No, you're good. You can just.
But Leah is sensitive. Like, don't talk to me like that. You're talking to me too strong. Lay down with me. Can I lay on your chest? Like that type of stuff, and it melts me.
And yeah, dude, I can, dude.
So I have to be extremely soft with her.
Yeah.
But yet still show her like I'm a man. Like this is what a man should do.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like what do you want? You need food? Like I'm gonna go cook for you. Let me go make this for you. We have daddy-daughter dates, and she understands like what that is. Like it's only me and
That's
you.
so crucial though, because she really knows how it is for her to actually be treated. So that knows.
I had to do it.
No one out here is just ripping on Leah and just talking to her like, no, like listen, bro, you don't even qualify, bro. But don't even talk to me.
You gotta have standards and boundaries and all. So she understands that. And then my son is different too. Again, he's 3, but I do understand when he gets older, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's different.
I think so too. Yeah, man. And it's cool, like you said. You're heir to the throne, bro. You get to, like.
I have to,
pass this on to him, to her, to Leah, to you. I mean, like, hey, you guys here, so. That's awesome, bro. And honestly, I can't wait for my journey when I start to have kids, bro. I can't wait, dude.
Especially you. You're such a like good guy, and you're always like getting involved and like let's do some crazy stuff. And like we're like I can see your kids saying, all right, what's the next adventure? Like what
Yeah,
we're doing.
what?
And I can see you doing
dude.
that. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
bro.
awesome.
Honestly, I can't wait. My wife even says it. My mom says it. I'm gonna be a good father, and I can't wait to have my kids because it's gonna be freaking great time. And my kids are probably gonna be like, damn, my dad's just always there. I kind of need to back up.
Yeah, that's what we need to be. This generation.
Yeah.
Our generation.
They don't have that
out,
much, bro. Honestly, like, and look, I'm not gonna lie. My mom obviously didn't give me riches, didn't give me the biggest things or anything. I've said this before in other episodes, but one thing my mom did give me was her presence. I don't remember a time in my life where my mom was never home. And the moments that she wasn't home, it was justified in my eyes because I would, as the oldest, I would see my mom is leaving us and leaving me in charge to take care of my sisters because she needs to bring money to the house to bring food to the table. So I go, I gotta do what I gotta do as the man of the house because I was the man of the house to take care of my sisters. But I never had any, like, it's crazy, but I never had any type towards resentment towards my mom because when my mom had this time where she was able to work from home and be home, my mom was literally always present, showing up to my wrestling matches, being there when I came from school. Like, I never really had my mom not be there, and that really, bro, that's a big thing for me. That was like bro, it was just, for some people it could have been like maybe like something that they were missing, but I had that, and that really impacted, changed my life all the time, where it got to the point where me and my mom have probably the best relationship I could probably think of. Me and my mom are super close. So I think parents being present is so important, bro, because just you being there gives them, like, I don't know what goes on, but they when they see you, they just know, okay, I feel safe.
It's a part of the formula.
They're just there. Yeah, it's part of the formula, bro.
It's what God wanted. It was a part of the formula, and once you have that, we're not gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
But as long as we follow it and we're just there and we're like, hey, like I'm here, like let's do this.
Yeah.
Everything else is gonna be a blast, and you just gotta enjoy it.
Yeah, I feel you, bro, on that. And how did that transition go in regards to your marriage? Like, did your marriage ever take a hit when you guys started having kids? I know some people have said it that obviously, it's not how the dynamic is different. It's not how it used to be.
It's way different.
But I'm saying, was it different because in a negative connotation where it's like, oh man, we kind of like lost each other ourselves a little bit when we had the kids because for the first couple of months it was only about the kids, or that not take an impact at all, and you're like, no, we've always been on the best terms ever. Even as busy as we are, we still made time to just be us.
Now, whoever says it doesn't take an impact in anything, that's weird. But I guess whatever.
If
someone else said that here, I'm sorry. But
yeah, but I think it.
Everyone's
dude,
different.
It's a monumental, life-changing
it's big time.
Event. Like, you're having a whole human.
Yeah. Did it affect? I mean, yeah, like in both ways. Like, it depends on your point of view and your, at the time maybe you're like, this is a negative situation, and then like when you zoom out and it's been some time, you're like, oh well, this wasn't a negative situation. This was like a building situation or a positive situation.
Yeah.
So at the times, there'll be times where you're just frustrated, bro. Sometimes I remember when Leo was born, bro. I didn't sleep for like a month. Like,
Jesus,
I didn't sleep a month, and I was just be more like nerves and like understanding.
Checking if she's
breathing.
breathing.
Yeah, like all that type of stuff. Like
putting a glass. She's breathing. Thank God.
Funny story was I don't know why I did this. In the middle of the night, it was like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I wake up and I go check on Leah, and she's not there. Like in her crib, she's not there. Like where she's laying, she's not there. And I look and I go, okay. And it was like 3 in the morning. So I went to Cheryl and I said, hey, do you have Leah? And she's like, no. Like, well, she's not in her crib. And she's like, what do you mean she's not in her crib? I'm like, she's not. And I'm like, I'm trying to process. Did my child just get kidnapped in the middle of the night? So then I go back, and then she's in the corner, balled up. And I'm like, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm going to sleep. And then the next morning, she went off on me. He's like, you can't say stuff like that.
Oh, my God,
man.
dude.
It was...
She's like, what do you mean? She's not in her crib. Oh, my God. You almost gave her a heart attack, bro.
So, there's things like that. And when the kids are crying and everyone's throwing a tantrum and everyone's tired and hungry. And, bro, you just got to make decisions. Like, you got to make decisions of, okay. In the beginning, it was tough. And for me... I've been on my own journey of healing and really like figuring myself out, especially as a dad and turning 30, 31, 32 now. Like, it's a lot when you hit your 30s and you're figuring this stuff out and you start like things start resurfacing from your past and your traumas and all that you've never figured it out, and then like it starts coming back and it starts infesting certain areas of your life. So I had to figure this out, and I realized, like, man, like I'm a selfish person, and I realized that, man, I was a selfish person in the beginning of my whole life, and I'm like, wow, like I see the areas where, because of that attitude, it was affecting certain areas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I gotta stop being selfish. And then, like, so some things with my kids affected that, and start helping more, around the house, whatever my wife needs, and if she needs a break, like, hey, go lay down, I got the kids, like stuff, or vice versa too.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's a tag team, it's teamwork. Like, it's not you figure it out and I'm just bringing in money from the house. Like, okay, maybe it was like in 1955, but like
2024, bro.
It's 2024. It's different. It's different, especially when you're married to a Hispanic. Like, in Latin culture,
yeah, dude,
it's just different.
It's just
we just do
bro.
things differently.
Yeah, we do. We ain't white, guys.
Yeah. So it's just different. Our culture's different.
Yeah.
But
how did you get to that point of realizing that you were really selfish?
So I was when you're growing up and you're seeing these things and you're taking care of the things that you like, and like I didn't come to an like epiphany. I'm like, oh my God, I'm a selfish person.
Yeah.
What it was just certain things with the things that I cared about, quote unquote, or the things that were important to me, or I thought that was important to me, that I realized that my priorities weren't right. And because my priorities weren't right based on what I thought was important, that was more of a selfish thing to think about. So
and this is even while you were married? Like, this
absolutely.
is... Oh, right?
Yeah, this is things that we're about today. Like, I have to get humbled. I have to look at things. And it's not because of, like, oh, yeah, like, I only care about myself. Absolutely not. I'm not that type of character. And everyone who knows me, I'm not like that.
Yeah.
But, with the simplest thing, where even my wife will talk about, is when we first got married, she understood I was a gamer, but I was a gamer.
So
it's like I would game for 7 hours straight.
Jesus.
Like, I would game till 4 a.m.
Oof.
Screaming in my house. And then she wakes up and she goes, what is wrong with you? Like, so that caused issues. Why? Because, okay, maybe she told me to, hey, can you help me and take out the chicken so we get the defrost? And I don't do it.
Oh, no.
Why? Because I'm gaming.
Oh, dude. If anyone
like
knows,
that.
if your parents ever told you growing up to take out the chicken and you did it, bro, you're getting
you better go buy
some fried chicken, bro, because, man, dude.
Small things like that.
Yeah.
But that was small to me because I'm like, it's just games. But to her, it was different, So
it's because now you like you said, priorities were being shifted.
Yeah,
you were prioritizing something
shift.
that isn't as important as games,
and I wasn't
compared
doing
to
that
real
early.
life.
And I wasn't doing that early. And I was like, well, my priority's staying. I'm just adding things to it. I got a wife now, but this new level came out. I gotta beat that level. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, is it that important? That my wife has to go to sleep by herself every single night?
Oh no, yeah, no.
These are things. That's what I'm saying. Like, these are things that I didn't see, not because I was a bad person, but because my priorities weren't in line.
They weren't in line.
And it showed that I was a selfish person.
Yeah.
So things like that, things like going out. I'm not a person that would like to go out.
You're a homebody, right?
I was a homebody, but there was at one point that I was just going out like every day, like to go ball or to go this, to movies or whatever. And then I leave my wife with the kid at home, and I'm just like, all right, bye guys. And I'm like, I'm not including people. Of course, every guy and dad needs their own time, but it's like the Lord says, there's a time for everything.
There's a time and place.
There's a reason why He says this, because we're not good stewards of our own time, with our finances, with our, and we need these things to be aligned and prioritized, because it's important, and we're human beings, and there'll be times where we just forget things, and abuse of time, abuse of feeling certain ways, or not talking, communicating. So then it's like you become a defensive or offensive, and you're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I was like that, and I had to learn and grow by talking with her, by talking to my leaders, my accountability partners, things like that, and grow from there, because you can't change your past, but you can definitely change where you're going.
Where you're going, absolutely, bro. And honestly, I'm not like, hey, guys, when I first got married, my first year, it was probably the toughest year I've ever had, because I don't know if you guys know this, they don't teach you how to be a husband when you get married. There's no manuscript, there's no blueprints, there's no one telling you, all right, this is what you got to do once you get married. So I thought I knew it all because, I've been in church all my life. I've heard enough marriage preachings. And it turns out I didn't know crap. I didn't know beans. So who did I go to? This guy right
I
here.
remember.
I was like, Chris, I'm going through a tough situation. This is, and bro, I'm not gonna lie, I was playing such a victimization card. I was like, she's not doing this, she's not doing that, da 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 da. Yeah, yapping, just yapping. And then Chris goes, bro, I got offended when he told me this. He goes, George, shut the hell up. You have no idea what you're talking about. I go, bro, you talking to me
Wait,
like
hold
that?
on. I said it nicely.
No, he said it like that. No. He was giving me that man to man. Yo, shut the hell up. You have no idea what you're talking about. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, first of all, you just got married. I know what I'm. Shut up. I was like, okay. Started to instruct me, started to teach me, and I was like, oh, wow. So I'm wrong. All right. And then
perspective, bro.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, after that, my mind was open, and I looked at my marriage differently. And even though we had hardships, it just got better. And now I'm glad to say 7 years in, we make 7 years this December. And
I'm proud of y'all.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Y'all
Oh man, dude.
From that moment, I remember having that conversation in front of the
Oh,
Chipotle.
the Chipotle.
You went to pick me up at my house, and I'm like, you know, I saw this, and I'm like, no, like I can't allow you to think that way. You know, like,
it was a very toxic way of thinking, but it was because I didn't know. Like I wasn't.
It's a process.
It was a process, and it's now where I'm like thinking, damn, dude, this George will whoop that George right now if he was to talk like how he was talking all that nonsense.
For sure,
bro. And especially to my wife, bro. That she's so sweet, she's so awesome. I love my wife. She's such a great bro. Honestly, best decision I ever made. God choosing my wife, best thing ever. So, thankfully that was rectified, and honestly, it really is about doing that. And we're not perfect. I'm not perfect at all, but definitely it changed the course.
You're in a better spot.
Yeah, and it changed the course. And honestly, me and my wife have a good time. We have a lot better communication, and honestly, I love literally where our marriage is at and where it's going right now.
That's
so
awesome.
it's freaking awesome. So I'm
Praise
definitely
God,
proud
bro.
of us.
That's
Happy for that. So and then obviously from being married to having kids, we already kind of dabbled into this, but I kind of want to talk a little bit more about it. Your financial situation. So. I know that, like how we talked about before, you know, communication with your wife and just kind of learning how to list your priorities. Before you made this move of quitting your 9-to-5 and going on your own thing, did you have a previous conversation with your wife? Before, because obviously, guys, if you guys don't know, once you're married, you become one. So guess what? Your finances are now not his or Cheryl's, is each other's. So I can't just be blowing money like crazy on going out to eat. Because, bro, that was one of my things, too. We have a joint account, but I would go and just buy food. And she's like, why are you buying food if we have food at home? I comida en la casa. And I'm like, why did we just spend money on groceries for we can buy food? And I go, damn, you're right. You know what? Flanagan's isn't the move tonight. Yeah. I guess I can't. So, like, how did that conversation go with you and Cheryl in regards to, because obviously you losing your 9-to-5 is not losing that dependable income. And now it's, you know, your wife still has a 9-to-5, but now
it's different. Yeah,
it's different. It's a different ballgame now. So how did she take it? How did you present it? How did that conversation kind of take place?
It was a process of years. Like it was a process and conversation that always brought up, like during when, you know, we were struggling and we had to I had to get extra jobs and things like that. Like, you know, trying to figure it out. Yeah. Trying to figure out like everybody does. And we're like, well, you know, first of all, obviously we always brought it to prayer. Like it was something I always had to pray about and say, okay, like at one point there's a way that we're going to have to there has to be a way where we're going to have to trust God to a point where I can't make this decision for myself. Like, Lord, I need you to literally make this decision for me. Like, because God, you say that, oh, yeah, God, you know, lead me the way, but then you're out here still making decisions without consoling him. So it was very difficult with that point. So I had to, like, let go and let God. We had conversations. I was like, hey, like, what do you think about this? Like, what are your dreams? What are my dreams? Is it connecting? Is it intersecting? Is it parallel? What's going on? Is it going away? Yeah. So, because to have a successful relationship, there has to be some type of, not the word compromise, but yeah, compromise is a really good word too. Also, but it's like, there has to be some give and take. Yeah, you know, it's like, okay, like what are we handling here? You know, when it comes to finances, my wife's the GOAT. Like, she's the finances director for the church. I'm not good with money. I'm not good with math. I'm not like, no, like I don't know any of that stuff. So I was okay telling her, you manage your money. Even though she'll say I hate that because she's like, I don't want to have to worry about bills and stuff like that. But I try my best to provide with whatever, you know, I can to help her out with that because she's good with the money. Yeah. So with that coming into the new year, and I had opportunities to, I passed my real estate course. I met some people or networking.
By the way, guys, it's not an easy test to pass your real estate.
No, it's not.
It's
I failed
not.
it 5 times.
So for the people who do pass it, shout out to you guys,
Congrats.
because bro, I know, I remember because I remember I used to work with your mom. At another real estate firm.
Yeah, I remember.
And I remember that she was in the process of, I think, getting her broker's license.
Yeah.
And she was like, bro, this is my third time I
difficult.
passed. I'm like, how difficult can it be? But bro, it's a tough test.
It's
so
difficult.
like, guys, congrats,
It's
bro.
up
What the
there.
freak?
Yeah.
Heck
So
yeah, man.
when we finally did that, I was just like, Lord, like, you take over at this point. Like, if doors are gonna open, let me see them, and like, I let me have the discernment enough to say this is the right way. And one thing led to another, where it was really fast. It was really fast, where one thing led to another. It was literally right after, not even right after Christmas, it was before Christmas. So it was right when the year was about to end. I was getting opportunities to say, hey, I could do this, then I can quit this, and we can have money for that.
Yeah.
And bro, honestly, what we did was, it's a leap of faith. We always lived our lives comfortable and say, okay, what's the safe choice? But the safe choice doesn't get you to the next level. It doesn't get you to that next.
Very true.
To that oasis that you're trying to get to. So we're like, I can't do the safe choice. I gotta do the choice that my faith is gonna be in, and that's what we did. And we did that, and I would say 6 months in is going well. Some days are better than others, but we're there.
But we're there, bro. Hey, man, that's what's up, dude. So now with that, you're just not a real estate agent. You also have you're a real estate agent. You also have a design company, right? And how did you start the design company? How did that come to par? How did that?
So that started about like 6 years ago. That started about 6 years ago, where I started doing merchandise for SYA, for our church.
Our church, yeah.
And I knew Photoshop in like high school, so I was like, let me, I used to love Photoshop. And then one thing led to another, where I was just doing events, and I was getting better, and I really enjoyed the process of designing something. I'm not a fashion designer, but I'm somebody that says, I want to bring brands to life. I want to have brands have conversation. Like, it was something that, it was interesting to me. I loved merchandise when it came to like going to the concert, going to a concert, and you're seeing like a piece of merchandise. You're like, oh, I want that.
Yeah, merch.
People are willing to spend $200, $300 on a hoodie. And I'm like, well, we need that. We need church merch. Like, we need conversations that talk about the kingdom, that praise God. And that's what happened, bro. I started doing women's conferences. I started doing our conference. I started doing a whole bunch of things. And I'm like, you know what? Like, this is something I can offer to other people to build a company with, financial, and have a passive income. And that's what happened. I made By Romero. It started off as investment companies, because that's when we were trying to get into real estate at the beginning. Then it became Design by Romero. So like everything is by Romero Inc. and everything just goes under it.
Wow.
And it was actually by Romero LLC. Everything goes under it. So you have Design by Romero Investments. You have Giving by Grace, which was a dream and a charity that my wife had for years.
Let's go.
And now we're funding it. We're going to it. And that's why I'm all doing this real estate, design, and everything, because I'm getting my hands in different alleys and networking to build something, bro, to eventually give it to my kids, to have
100% true, bro. Yeah, definitely, man. You're just building this there's wealth for your kids, we
building this empire.
It's empire, bro. Yeah. And I think it would be a slap in the face to our parents and to our kids if we don't do that.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, my mom came from a different country, from Peru, came here to give me a better life. It would be a slap in my mom's face if I literally did nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think it's only right that because I'm doing something with it, that my kids don't have to go through the same thing that I went through. Not saying that what I went through was bad, because my mom might not have given me the world like some other people are privileged to have, which is a blessing, but she did give me something important, very important core values, which is trusting the Lord, serving the Lord above all things, and that has led me to where I am today, where now we're shooting this podcast.
Hardworking, all that.
You got me hardworking and all that, and now I know that my kids are gonna be enjoying the fruits of my labor, where eventually be like, oh, I get to Wow, like I didn't get to my mom gave me her car at the age of 18 to use it because she was working from home and used it, but now that transitions to now me able to buy my kid a car when it comes for their birthday. And I'm like, look how that started from your grandmother being in Peru to now you being here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that it's just
It's a
crazy.
story,
It's
bro.
just a story, it's
American
just insane.
dream is a
Yeah, bro.
story.
It's just a true blessing,
It's
man.
cool, man. I love what I do. I love when like my kids look around and say, "Oh, you designed that shirt. I remember you designed." Like people are wearing
Oh,
it.
that's so
And
tough.
it's cool. Like I designed
You did
this.
that-
Like
you did-
I
You
designed
didn't
that.
even design this, guys. Yeah.
So it's cool, bro. It's dope. It's awesome.
Designed by Romero, guys.
It's humbling, and I just love what I do, dude. I love
That's
what I
what's up, bro.
do,
That's
and I
what's
love bringing people's dreams to reality, and it's cool, man. I enjoy it. My kids like, all right, like I need to make her a shirt now. She's been telling me
Oh,
like we need
yeah?
to make, so I'm gonna make her one for her birthday.
Hey,
Like,
bro, on
she
the
designed
call.
a shirt.
Yeah?
And now I'm
Oh,
gonna
she
make
designed-
it. Yeah, she designed one like with me.
Yeah.
She's like, let's do this, let's do that. And she asks me every day about it. She's like, when are you gonna release it? So it's like, so I said, it's gonna be released on your birthday. I'm gonna make it for her birthday.
Oh,
so.
that's so awesome,
Yeah,
bro. That's
it's fun.
dope. No, but that's crazy how much influence you have on your kids just by doing what you do.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, it's not like she was ever into design, but she's like, oh, my dad does it. Oh, I like that. He does. Oh, it looks cool. Dad, I want to do that. And then God only knows what that inspiration is going to give birth to
Yeah.
later on, where she's like, oh, Dad, look, I have my
Yeah,
own,
you
my
never
own,
know.
my own design company. Or now, God, I'm a dad. Look, I'm a designer now. I do
Yeah.
this. Like, you got.
I love creatives, bro.
You get
As
me?
long as she's creative, and she is, like, she loves drawing, she loves painting, she loves all that stuff. Kids got to be creative, man. You got to feed your kids to be creative, and believe me, because that feeds into other things that they could do.
It's true, man. It's true. It's true. True. Very true. It's the same thing with sports. Like,
Yeah.
sports are awesome. I love sports. If anyone knows, he's a big sports guy. Sports are the best. But besides playing the game, they also teach you a lot of hardcore fundamentals in regards to discipline, dedication, putting in the work, which you can kind of apply to everything else. I was in high school and I wrestled in high school, and that literally, bro, that honestly is like the Matrix. I got out the Matrix when I went to wrestling because I went there and I was like, dude, I can do the impossible. You tell me somebody who lost 30 pounds within a week.
That's wild.
I went from 175 to 138 in a matter of a week. And I was like, I never thought I can lose this much weight so fast.
That's
And then I
wild.
was losing 10 pounds every other
I
day.
don't even sound like healthy.
Guys, it wasn't healthy. I advise you, please don't try this
I'm
at
like,
home.
wait, is this all
Do
crazy?
not try this at home, please.
No, but you were a savage, bro.
But I was-
you were good though.
I was good, bro. Yeah, I was wrestling. I wasn't cutting all this weight to lose. And
If
then
you have a boy, bro, he's gonna be.
Oh,
you're gonna
bro.
have that man.
Oh man, it's gonna be
wrestling
the best,
at
bro.
2 years
2
old.
years old, bro. It's gonna be the best. So that happened, and then as soon as I graduated high school, I still had that wrestler mentality. And then I was like, I'm not taking any else. Went to college, graduated. Went to university, graduated. Went from job to job to job. I was like, bro, I'm Superman. I can do it all. Plus, I have the Lord. Bro, say freaking less. I'm gonna wreck this thing, and it's led me up to where I am now. So it's just crazy how something so important like the creatives or sports can teach you something that can give you lifelong lessons for the rest of your life that can just kind of go from there. I'm like,
Building
man, dude,
pillars
yeah,
in your
building
life.
pillars in my life. I honestly thank God that if it wasn't for wrestling, I probably would have never developed the mentality of like, don't stop, you're unstoppable.
Don't
You
give
can do
up.
it, bro. Don't give up. Keep going. You think you have no more left in the tank? You still got more left in that. Keep pushing, keep pushing. And I was like, dang, dude, because that's what I did in wrestling. I was tired, gripping, no strength left. My coach was like, you came here to lose. I was like, oh, no, I did not. I didn't lose 30 pounds. I didn't fall asleep in the sauna. I didn't go on the semester for an hour every day just to take the L. So I was like, you're my op? Say less. Get out of here. And I was just going crazy. So
yeah, that's cool.
true blessing, bro. True blessing, and definitely, it's just cool to see that translate now into your kids, right?
Yeah.
Seeing that, and it's like,
You
dang.
just gotta try to.
You got that with
do
Leah,
your best.
so now
Yeah.
imagine what's gonna happen with Joel too.
I know.
Like, you never know, bro. It's gonna be insane. And your whole family's besides having their Cheryl has her 9 to 5, but she also has her
Absolutely.
Given by
She's
Grace, and she
building
has other
too.
things. Which,
She
by the way,
became-
guys,
she
Given
just
by
became
Grace.
an author too.
Oh, she just became an author. She ended up releasing what is it?
It's a devotional
affirmation book.
Yeah.
My wife, by the way, actually, I was like, oh, she released. I was like, yeah.
She's
yeah.
big on that, bro. She's big on affirmations. Our kids do affirmations at night. They gotta say, God says I'm strong. God says I'm loved. God says I'm pure.
That's
And, like,
that's just declaring blessings right on their
gotta
own
do
life,
it.
bro.
So
Affirms their
she did
identity,
that.
who they are. That's a
Yeah.
blessing, bro. And
It's
I think
awesome.
that's good parenting right there, guys. If you don't know, take some notes, guys. All right, for the dads out there, take some notes. Parent moms, take some notes. Single guys, take notes too, because you're gonna need to know this, guys. If not, he's gonna tell you, shut the hell up. You don't know what you're doing, and then it's gonna go crazy. After Chipotle, I'm telling you guys, great conversation.
That's good.
All right, bro. So now with that, obviously, I think this is pretty easy to get into, but we've talked about it the whole time. Your belief system is serving the Lord, but now even within Christianity itself, there is different. It's unfortunate to say, but there is different types of Christians in Christianity. Like even in our own church in San Salvador, there's
Yeah.
people who interpret, read the Bible differently, follow certain things, X, Y, Z. Um, what's your walk with Christ looking like? What's with you? Obviously, we know that you believe in God, but now talk to me a little bit about what it is that it means for you, what it is to be a Christian, what it is to walk with the Lord. How does that look like? Paint me a picture of what Chris Monroe does in his relationship with God.
Well, it was definitely, which I feel like every walk is. It's a rocky walk. It's a roller coaster. That's what the life with God is. Like it's not like a straight shot. If it was a straight easy shot, everybody would be Christian.
Very true.
And it's not. You know, it's a narrow path. It's not broad. It's not nothing like that. So like with my life is bro, it's a relationship. And it's a relationship that I need to keep up every day.
Yeah.
It's because like you can have a relationship with the Lord, you can have a relationship with anybody. But if you do not keep your communication, you do not keep your remembrance every day of that person, that relationship is not going to go anywhere, you know?
Very true.
And, you know, I'm a big believer in that. You know, we believe in the Holy Spirit. We believe that, you know, he's guiding us every day, dude. Every day. It was to a point where I wake up, and as soon as I wake up, I thank the Lord, obviously. I thank God for a new day. But then already I'm off the gate saying, God, protect me from this. Help me in this. And today's your day. So, like, I need you to come through. I need to do this every day because if I don't, and I run into these issues, I'm a believer that says, well, I wasn't ready, you know. Another thing that we've been putting into our kids too. Oh, I think that.
No, is that?
And there's another thing that we try to teach our kids too. But at the same time, when we're teaching our kids these things, we're reminded. So we're even teaching them now about the armor of God. And, you know, we have pictures in our house saying, like, you know, before they leave, it's at the door of our house. And it's something that they look at every day. So it's like, all right, put the helmet on, put your belt on, put your shield up.
Yeah.
And it's like, it says there, it has the verse, and you're like, even I look at it, and I'm like, dang, I'm teaching my kids this, but am I doing this?
Oh.
And I'm like...
Because I don't know, bro, kids are the first ones to call you out on your BS, bro.
Yeah,
ASAP, bro.
Absolutely.
They don't play
Not
that,
only
bro.
that, but like you have that conviction and the Holy Spirit speaks to you and says, hey, look, you're doing a great job of being a parent, but you know I love you too, right? And it's like, oh yeah, we haven't really had that conversation. So it's like, we have to do that and stuff like that. So my relationship with the Lord is, you know, we have something in our room also with me and Cheryl. It's like our prayer wall, and we're always praying about certain things, no matter how small, how big it is. And honestly, dude, it's a relationship, bro. It's relationship and believing, and it's like you gotta have trust, and you have to have accountability partners. You have to have your people, your partners, your leaders, whoever you're talking to. I have people like that. You have people like that, and it's like if we don't do that in life, it's gonna be rough. We need people praying for us. We need people preaching to us. We need people doing life with us. We need brothership. We need fellowship. We need to break bread with people, and it needs to happen daily. Even this is like, oh yeah, this is awesome content, awesome things to have to people. But at the end of the day, dude, this is blessing me too. Having this conversation with you, and it reminds me of like where I came from, where I'm going through, where I'm going to be, and bro, it's what it is. And honestly. There's moments where you can see Christians doing whatever they want to do, or they're doing something wild and online, and you're like, I don't agree with that, and it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But for me in my house,
we're gonna serve the Lord, baby.
For me in my house, we serve Jesus. For me in my house, this is how things are going. For me in my house, like that's what it is. And until my kids leave my house, that's how it is.
That's how it is, yeah.
But even the word says, if you speak to a child about the love of God, if you preach to them, if you raise them the ways of how God has called us to be, by the time they get older, they stick with it. Yeah, they don't part away. And that's something that my wife has like ingrained in herself and in me when we were becoming parents, and even in ourselves, because, bro, like, we're not perfect. We've gone through a lot of issues, bro. We've gone through a lot of depression. We've gone through a lot of financial struggle. We've gone through a lot of anger, resentment, unforgiveness, and we have to give all that to the Lord. We got to clean up with everybody, have those conversations.
Yep.
They're not going to be comfortable. They're not going to be easy, but that's how I see it. And
No,
it's the only way.
and I think it's super important because yeah, we serve the Lord and stuff like that, but even then, think about how many times not everyone I'm around or not every client you deal with is a Christian. So
Yeah.
imagine the example that we have to set where if we're not on our A game in regards to our relationship with the Lord, how it only takes one bad experience for them to be like, oh yeah, like I don't really mess with Christians anymore because of XYZ reasons. You get me? A lot of people have besides church hurt, which people get hurt who leave church and whatever the case may be, which is a real thing. Don't get me wrong. We also have people that are not Christians who are in the secular world who have a bad image of what it is to be a Christian, and if we're not able to be the correct example of it, then we're never gonna know. Like I recently just had a family member, a recently new family member, come from another country to start living here. And they used to go to a church back then, but the church that they used to go to was like, you can't drink soda, you can't drink Coca-Cola, you can't wear makeup, you can't wear earrings, you can't eat pork, you can't religious.
Yeah.
And it left such a bad taste in that person's mouth that I know that coming to church here, they already feel intimidated to go because they think we're gonna have the same rules and regulations. And I'm like, bro, you tell me where Coca-Cola's in the Bible. You talk, please, cause like Coca. All right, cool, that's crazy. I understand you're gonna drink soda, but come on, bro. So
Yeah.
and I just think it's so important that as Christians, the fact that yes, the example of me and my house will serve the Lord is so important because now Christ is being reflected to your kids. Your Christ is being reflected through how you handle a customer. Yeah. Christ is being reflected through how your wife talks to coworkers and anywhere. You get me? Like, bro, I was at a drive-thru the other day. I saw a guy's necklace. I was like, hey, bro, you a Christian? Because it looks like you have a cross on there. He's like, oh, I used to go to church. Immediately invited that guy to group already. Trying to bring people as best as we can to the Lord. And then I get a text message like, bro, thank you, man. Like, we don't really meet a lot of people like you. Like, our people like you really don't exist. So, like, thank you, bro, for reaching out. Thank you for doing this and stuff like that. And this,
that's
that, the third. So I'm like, bro, that's what the gospel is. So, and it's just crazy because imperfect people are able to talk to imperfect people and say, I'm not better than you, you're not better than me. The only major difference between you and I is that I'm serving the Lord and I know that I need him. You just haven't discovered that yet. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a good way to put it.
I think it's so important, bro. And I think it really is true. And I'm a really big believer that me and my house will serve the Lord. I even had like the craziest revelation because me and my wife are in process eventually to be buying a home this year, which in the name of Jesus we will have. But that verse that says me and my house will serve the Lord, I was in prayer one time and I remember that verse came to my mind because I was praying for my future home. And the Lord, and it just came to me that I was like, all right, it says me and my house will serve the Lord. I know that in that context, it's talking about the family members in my household, but it also says house. So in my head, I was thinking, bro, Lord, what am I going to have a house for? Not just to have my family, but my house is going to praise you. My house is going to have biblical affirmations everywhere. So anywhere that you go, people can see that we're serving the Lord. If my walls of my future home can have lips, they would be praising you. So it's crazy when you kind of bring all that full circle from that Christ is literally in almost every venture. We talked about life, we talked about family, we talked about career, and God has been involved in each and every single one of those topics. So it's just crazy to believe, bro, and just to see how our belief system carries us through everything that we do. There's not one venture that I've gotten into, even in this podcast, where I didn't pray about before ripping on it.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, and it's all humbling and fun experience too. Because when you just told me that, like how I'm gonna have affirmations on my wall, like I've said, I in imperfection, God's still perfect. Because when I look at stuff like that, I just laughed in my mind because I'm like, yeah, I do have. I was telling you like, yeah, I have affirmations on my wall and stuff like that. But you know, also what I have on my wall, I have a picture that I have not brought down that says Happy Holidays since Christmas. And I also have like a laundry basket in my house. And I'm just like, yes, me and my house will serve the Lord. And I'm like, but I'm also not like perfect.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, every time I look at that, I'm like, why is this still up? And it's because my daughter wants it up. She's a Christmas fanatic.
She loves that. Oh, I don't blame her, dude. I love
like, Can
Christmas,
we keep
bro.
this up? And I'm like, okay.
Baby girl, it's May right now.
So,
this thing is hot as freak.
I laugh at that because I'm sure, I feel like God's also has a sense of humor.
Yes, man.
And I'm like, that's
God
our
is
house,
funny,
bro. That's our house. Like, we have our affirmations, we know, but also we have these random
Also,
things. That we're
just a
just
regular
human,
household,
bro.
bro.
Yeah, we're
Human,
like
bro.
human.
That's what I'm saying. People think that when we're Christian, we're like different. I'm like, bro, my feet stink as much as you, bro. If I don't wash my balls, they smell too, dog.
Yo.
My bad. My fault.
Now you gotta blank it out.
I probably won't, to be honest. But it's the truth, bro. You know what I mean? We're Christians. We serve the Lord. But dang, dude, we're not perfect, man. We make mistakes.
Yeah.
Sometimes on accident or on purpose. It is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing about it is that I even tell people this. I'm like, bro, if you're gonna sin and you're gonna be a savage, at least do it in church. This way that if you decide that you want to live your life like that, at least you have a place of repentance and forgiveness. Because if you go do that in the world, you're not gonna find that. You're just gonna find more death and destruction, and you'll probably just keep going down the rabbit hole of
see
that.
some type of light.
Yeah, you get me. At least you see some type of light. At least you have some type of voice of reasoning, and God is still reaching out to you. So I'm like, if you're gonna do that, at least do that there, bro. But come on, man, the Lord is good. So it's like, I don't know, bro. I don't think my life would be where it's at right now if I didn't have the Lord in it. And I don't think my life would be as great as it is now if I didn't have the Lord in it. I just go, God, I don't deserve I don't even deserve the wife that I have. I don't deserve the life that I have. Just thank you, man.
I always think about that. I would say, you know what, at the end of the day, at the end of everything,
yeah.
If God wasn't involved, where would you be? And I'm like,
oh man, that's such a scary image.
That's so scary.
That's
and I'm
so
like, I don't
terrifying,
want to think about
dude.
it.
I don't want
to.
Because and to be quite honest,
bro, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like, I don't give
care.
a crap, dude.
Like I don't. I'm here now, and I'm grateful, blessed, highly favored, forgiven, never alone, and just like that's where I'm at.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And I think that's awesome, bro. And it's true, man. I don't know what if I wanted to stop serving Christ now, I wouldn't know what to do but to go back to church.
No, there's no way.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know life.
What do people do when they go to church? I don't know. Stay home and sleep? Like
I watch football on Sunday, but after church.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, go first service and then football all day.
That's it. Like I don't know what else to do. So, but I'm thankful for the life I live, bro. Yeah, man, the Lord is good, bro.
All I have and all I will need.
Yeah, man, for sure. All right, bro. So now we're coming to this last question. I've been kind of asking this to every guest.
Okay.
Maybe you answered it already, maybe you didn't, but I think this is a pretty good one.
Okay.
If this was our last conversation, what would you want me to leave with? What would you want them to leave with?
I think it's literally what I said, is that it's all God in our lives, our relationship, the things that we have as human beings, our brothers, our sisters, our family, all these things, it all gets pointed to one place. If your foundation is not founded on a strong foundation, and the only strong foundation is Jesus Christ, there's nothing more to build on, because everything we build on is sand that gets washed away.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So what I would say, if this is our last conversation, is that, bro, thank Him for everything that He's given you, for the things that He hasn't given you. Be grateful in it. You're highly favored. You're loved. This world needs you. We're called. We're called, bro. You know. How about this? Many are called, but few are chosen. And we're the chosen ones.
We're the chosen ones.
You know what I'm saying? And
we're the one, bro.
Yeah, we're the ones, and that's who you are in your house. If you're the only Christian in your household, if you're the only person who's even trying to go to church, if you're the only person who's trying to figure out life, period. Like, it's not just about being a Christian and stuff like that, but it's leading towards that. Like, hey, if this is something like, man, like maybe I need a relationship with the Lord, then yes, I would say, worry about those. That's the pillar. That's the foundation, and everything above it, give it to God, and God will figure it out. So,
bro,
that's awesome, bro.
That's what's up, bro. You guys heard it here first. You guys stay tuned in. Thank you guys for another episode of the On The Go podcast. You guys never know. Maybe later on The Go merch. Hint, hint. I'm not sure. We'll see. But thank you guys, a little card. You never know, bro. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All his social medias and all the platforms and everything that him and his wife are doing will be in the description box. Please give him a description box. Please give him a follow, like, comment, and support them. Thank you guys. Thank you for being on, bro. I love you.
Love you, brother.
All right, guys. On The Go. Out.